Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Tonight, I felt the calling to hop on here real quick and talk about money. Let's talk about something that we've been trained as spiritual people not to talk about. Let's talk about something that we've been trained to think is taboo. Let's talk about something that we've been trained to think is not of your higher nature. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Who's all here today? Welcome in, Petra. Welcome in, Karuna. Welcome in, Darion. Welcome in, Diane. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let's get it cracking. So, yes, we're going to be talking about this right now. Now, I want you to ask yourself this question. Welcome in. What's up, Scott? Actually, I got really inspired to speak about this because I was talking to a client, and the client told me, they was like, Duran, every single time I start to try to do something with money, it just feels like one block after the other, one block after the other, one block after the other. And put a 1 in the chat if this is your reality. Put a 1 in the chat. What's up, Latoya? Put a 1 in the chat if, this is your reality. Put a 1 in the chat if you was like, you know what, like every single time I get money, something always happening, or when I'm trying to get move my life forward, something's always taking me a step back. Some money problems always coming up. Something's always happening. Something's always happening. Put a 1 in the chat if this is your reality. And if it is, you're in luck because I'm about to break down to you how to get out of it. Who am I talking to tonight? I want to know who am I talking to tonight. Now, if you don't have any money problems, that's okay too. But let me know, who am I talking to? Karuna said, oh, you said it right. Got you, LOL, got you. Let's talk about this. Let's really talk about this. Now, I recently learned some information about money that has completely shifted my life and changed my life and really took my life to a whole another level with money. And I want to share these ideas with you tonight and really help you see things a little bit differently. Also, I want y'all to share where you're at in the world tonight, where you're at around the world tonight, where you're at tonight, where you're at tonight. Okay. Now, here's the interesting thing about money. I want you to ask yourself the question, what if we got money all wrong? What if we got money all wrong? What if the way we've been trained to see money is actually wrong? What if we got it all wrong? Don't get me started now. Don't get me started. Is Latoya in the call? Latoya, are you in the call? Latoya, I said I was going to wake up early tomorrow. But if y'all get me going, oh snap. Hold on, because I'm about to dive in. I just felt this surge of energy to dive in. So we're about to dive into this. All right, so if y'all gas me up, we're going to be on here for a whole masterclass. I'm about to make a whole masterclass right now. If you gas me up, if you put some fire emojis in the chat, you feel me? Put some fire emojis in the chat, you feel me? Be proactive, ask questions, you feel me? I'm just setting up my thing. Put some fire emojis in the chat if y'all trying to really have me turn up in here. You feel me? I was just playing a video game, talking to one of my accountability partners, and I was like, man, let me hop on live real quick. Let me illuminate the minds of the gods and goddesses of planet Kai real quick. My apologies if there's a sound in the background. That's my son. He playing with his ball right now. Don't mind him. But everybody get their notebooks out. We about to break it down. Everybody get your notebooks out. We about to break it down. Get your notebooks out, and if you're just joining in, tell us where you're from in the world. But get your notebooks out because we're about to dive in. And what we're diving into is the idea of like, what if we got money all wrong? What if we were trained to see money in a certain way, but the way that we've been seeing money is actually creating a reality that we don't want? Hold on 1 second. Y'all got me turned. See, I was going to come on here for a little while, not a long while. Okay, let's get it cracking. All right, here we go. Let's break it down. Put a 1 in the chat if you got your notebook. Put a 1 in the chat if you got your pen and your paper. Because what I'm about to say, you may want to write this down. Put a 1 in the chat if you got your pen and your paper and you're ready to take notes. Because this live is different than all the other lives that you watch on Instagram where people are just talking, and, you know, there's no interaction. No, I want to interact with you. I want to illuminate your marvelous mind right now, okay? Because these ideas changed my life around money. Handy dandy notebook. Let's get it cracking. All right, so first things first, this is what I want you to write down. What if I got, eyes on you, what if I got money all wrong? What if the way I've been trained to view money is the way that is not serving me? Okay, let's break something down. There is 2 dimensions of money we're going to be talking about. There's 2 dimensions of money. Now, there's a lot of different things that we're going to be talking about, but there's 2 dimensions of money. Okay, the first dimension of money is the dimension that 90% of humanity is on. It's called the root chakra money. Okay? Now, the root chakra money is the money where you have to work hard for money. Who here has heard that? Put a 3 in the chat if you heard, I got to work hard to be successful. I got to work hard for money. You know, like, you know, grind hard, hustle hard. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Put a 3 in the chat if you grew up listening or learning about this ideology about money. That you have to work hard for money. Or that money comes hard. It's a hard thing. Who am I talking to? Put a 0 if you never heard that. Put a 0 if you never, like, let me know who I'm talking to. And don't get me started now. I'm already feeling hot. So don't get me ultra cosmic hot, because we're going to be on here forever. Okay? But look, Karuna said that's definitely a predominant program. Absolutely. Now, there's 2 dimensions of money. Okay, the first dimension of money is on the root chakra. Okay, this is where you have to work hard, right? Because the root chakra is the densest, write this down. Don't just look at me, write this down. The root chakra is the densest reality. Okay? It's the densest reality. So because it's the densest reality, that means that everything is hard. Like this. Even though it's like physically, like quantum physics say everything is energy, which everything is. On the densest vibration of matter, we have these physical bodies. We have, like, you know, this hard floor, you know, the hard concrete, right? All this like dense stuff. And so whenever someone is saying to you, even a mega successful person, whenever somebody's saying, yo, you got to work hard for money, they are talking about the root chakra. Now, if you got to work hard for money, because I saw my mom do it, I saw my dad do it, I saw my grandpa do it, I saw my family do it, I saw everybody in my church do it, I saw everyone do this phenomenon. But if you got to work hard for money, that means that there's something you don't know. Now, we finna break this down. I just got so excited. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe you are a spiritual being. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that you are a spiritual being. Now you be like, okay, Deron, obviously I believe I'm a spiritual being. Like, what are you talking about, bro? But just flow with me, because I want to connect these 2 points together. Put a 1 down below if you believe that you are a spiritual being. Put a 0 if you don't believe that. That's okay too. We accept all people in this community here. Okay? Put a 1 if you believe you are a spiritual being on this planet having a human experience. Put a 0 if you don't believe that. Put a 0 if you believe that you're just a physical being. You see what I'm saying? You like all that stuff like that, right? Now, if you're a spiritual being, okay, so most people are saying that they're a spiritual being. If you are a spiritual being, then my question to you is, do you decide to look at money in a spiritual lens? And it's deeper than just saying money is just energy, because it is energy, but we're going to break it down why that's the case. If you believe that you are a spiritual being, then we must look at money from a spiritual lens. Write this down. Right? If you looking at me and you're not writing this cosmic fire, this esoteric truth I'm telling you down, then you obviously must not like transformation. You obviously must not like transformation. How do you look at money in a spiritual lens? Great question, Scott. Free Wimberly. Great question. Let's break it down. But first, oh no, it does exist. It definitely does exist. But we're going to break that down too. So I love these questions. But first, write this down. I must begin to look at money in a spiritual lens. Now, I'm going to say this too, then I'm going to get down into the spiritual lens. I'm going to say this though, because I got to set up the stage. You feel me? I got to set the stage up because we going up to heaven. Diane, we going up to heaven, girl. All right? So before we go up to heaven, I got to set the stage up so we know where we at, okay? Now, check this out. Check this out. Put some fire emojis, put some hearts down there, all that good stuff. Okay, because the more energy y'all give me, the more esoteric facts and cosmic fire I give you. Okay, we are a feedback loop synchronicity I am because we are up in here. All right, now, if you want a quantum leap in your life, that means to go from this to this, making this amount of money to making this amount of money, going from making whatever you was making all 2023 in a year to making that in a month. Whatever it is, whatever quantum leap you want, right? Going from, here's another one, going from making ends meet. Ooh, write this down. I'm getting charged, Latoya. I'm getting charged, Latoya. Girl. Woo. All right. To go from making ends meet to beginnings connect. That's another quantum leap. Okay, to go from making ends meet, you're just working to make ends meet, to making beginnings connect. Okay, if you're looking for a quantum leap in life, you gotta understand something. Write this down. My mentor told me this, and he's a multimillionaire. And he's also very spiritual, which is why I love him. A quantum leap, and I'm gonna answer all your questions too, so I got y'all. Just flow with me. A quantum leap is not about working harder. It's about, write that down. A quantum leap is not about working harder. Let me know when you got that. Excuse me. A quantum leap is not about working harder. It's about consenting to a new philosophy. Here we go. Write this down. A quantum leap is not about working harder. It's about consenting to a new philosophy in life. So if you want to make more money, you must consent to a new philosophy about it, a new understanding about it, a new way of viewing it, a new way of viewing yourself first. So now, let's see who's all in here, okay? See who's all in here, okay? Now we got Diana, Scott, Kwanya, Latoya, Petra, Chris, Dariana. Now I want y'all to invite, 1 to 3 people in this room tonight that is on a spiritual path as well. Now let's break this down. Let's really break this down. Hello. If you want to move into a new dimension of money, you got to move into the heart chakra money. Write this down. There's 2 forms of money. The root chakra money, which all of us has been programmed to operate in that dynamic and that matrix. And then we got the higher matrix of the heart chakra money. We got root chakra money and we got heart chakra money. 2 dimensions of money. 90% of the world and all this stuff on the news and entertainment, all this stuff is going to tell you to work hard. Working hard, if you're working hard, you're in the root chakra money. If you're working light, you're in the heart chakra money. Now, let's break this down. Now, we got to understand not all money is created equal. There's 2 kinds of money. There's root chakra money where you got to sell your soul. And selling your soul isn't like just selling drugs or stripping or something like that. Selling your soul is like working a job you don't like. That's selling your soul too. That's what it is. We've been trained that it's just this super extreme form. When in actuality, it's also working something that you don't really love. Now, we got to understand something about the heart chakra money. The heart chakra money is a little bit different. Now, everyone said in here that they all believe they're a spiritual being. So here's my question for you. What if money is also a spiritual being? Write this down. We're just asking questions. We're just asking questions. We're just asking questions to the matrix. We're just asking questions. That's all we're doing tonight. We're just asking some questions. Come on, everybody, come on, write it down. What if money is a spiritual being as well? Just like you're a spiritual being, and I'm a spiritual being. What if money is a spiritual being? What if money is a materialization of God? Write that down. I know I'm losing some people right now, but that's okay. This is only for the people who can understand what I'm saying, because we're about to go deep. What if money is just as much of a spiritual being as we are? If this was the case, if money was just as much as spiritual as we are, then what would that mean, Dariana? What would that mean? That would mean if money is a spiritual being, like you and I are, what does that mean? That means money got what? Ears. Because you got ears and I got ears, and you're a spiritual being, I'm a spiritual being, and if you're a spiritual being, and I'm a spiritual being, and if I got ears and you got ears, and if money's a spiritual being, that means money got ears too, right? Right? Well, if money's also a spiritual being, then money also got what? What do all spiritual beings got? Feelings. Money got feelings. If I'm a spiritual being, and you a spiritual being, and you got ears, and I got ears, and you got feelings, and I got feelings, and money got feelings, then money would also be super sensitive. Money would be super sensitive, because all spiritual beings are super sensitive. Not in a negative way, it's just like you're super sensitive, so that means you can pick up the fluctuations of energy around you. That's all it means. Yes. Yes. Feelings. So if that's the case, and if money is spiritual energy, then money is connected to all other money energy. And that means whenever you talk bad about money, say you don't got money, saying you're broke, you're poor, saying anything about this is expensive, money then is disrespected. You disrespect her. Money's a woman, lo and behold. And women are sensitive. It's not a bad thing. It's a real thing. That's okay. That's okay. Nothing wrong with it. I love women. Women are beautiful. Money, spiritually and psychologically, is a woman. So listen, y'all. We finna go there. I said, look, we about to go there. I'm just laying the foundation for you. If money is a woman, which it is, and if money has feelings, which it does, then the question you should be asking yourself is, am I in a great relationship with money? And I can hear the religious sentiments. Oh no, my pastor told me that the love of all money is the root of all evil, and all this other bullshit. Because think about it. Just put religion down to the side for a second. Just put it down to the side for a second. Put everything you've ever learned about money down to the side for a second. And let's just look at some straight up esoteric facts about her. About her. If money is a spiritual being, which it is, and you're a spiritual being, which you are, and you got feelings, that means money got feelings. If you got ears, that means money got ears. If you got eyes, that means money got eyes. If you got a heart, that means money got a heart. So the question is, ask yourself this question: am I in a positive, loving, romantic relationship with money? Ask yourself that question. Act as if, for a second, money was a real person. Was a real person. Act as if money was a real person for just 1 second. Ask yourself, am I pouring into this woman? Whether you feel me, you like, it don't matter who you are, what your sexual orientation, sexual preferences, just flow with me. Just flow with me. If money was a real person right next to you, look, here she go right there. There she go right there. Look, there she go. If money was a real person, just ask yourself the question, would she love me? Would she be willing to go out of her way for me? Would she be willing to help me? Would she feel loved, felt, seen, and heard? Or would she feel disrespected, castrated, exodusted, and just forgotten about? Because here's the truth of the matter, ladies and gentlemen. Money is just as real as you and I. The problem is that in our society, we've been trained to not think money is real until we only see it. But money has two components, though. The first component of money is the spiritual, esoteric, feminine energy of money. Because all energy is feminine energy. It was created in the beginning. And the spiritual realm is feminine energy. This is why it's a man's world and a woman's universe. Woman's yoniverse, whatever you want to call it. This is why. And money got feelings. And so if you don't know how to be in a proper relationship with money, well, now you know why you have money problems. There you go. Your money problems that you have is because you're not in a beautiful, harmonious, loving relationship with her. She needs to feel loved. She needs to feel respected. She needs to be taken out on dates. She needs to be like praised and appreciated. Are you praising money? Not praising money as God. Flow with me, y'all. Stop thinking so religious. Stop thinking so religious. Are you praising her for the work she's doing in your life? When you go pay a bill, are you saying, damn, that shit's so much, fuck? Or are you saying, thank you, divine money, for flowing into my life and allowing me to make this bill right now? When you're at the grocery store and you pull out your wallet and you go, oh, how much is that? Then they tell you how much it is, right? Then you're like, oh man, like, that's so much. Or do you say, thank you, divine money? When you have $1 in your account, do you like, man, I don't got no money? Or do you like, thank you, Most High, for the $1 that's in my account right now? Are you grateful towards her? Because let me tell you something, write this down about money. Money is infinitely connected to all other money energy. She's infinitely connected. So that means if you treat her wrong, if you hold on to her in scarcity and you don't let her go to invest in yourself, then the moment she gets out of your environment, she ain't gonna ever come back. It's like a woman. Let's break something down. Let me tell you something right now. Women, and how many women in this room right now? Watch this, watch this. Watch this. I want Curse, Petra, Latoya, and Kwanya, and Diane to let me know if I'm right or wrong about this. All the women, let me know if I'm right or wrong about this. Women are hypergamous. It's not a bad thing. It's a real thing. Hypergamy means that they always want higher energy. This is why women would normally date a man with more resources, because they just are hypergamous. Nothing wrong with it. It's not a bad thing. It's a real thing. Because women are hypergamous, that means they're always looking for higher energy. Always. That's a real thing. Not a bad thing. It's a real thing. Money is the same way. So if your energy, so if money's the same way, money's spiritually a woman, a high-class woman with pearls around her neck, that means that money will flow and chase the person who has more energy than her. Put your finger on your nose. Now ask yourself the question, do I view my self-worth as higher than money? You know what I was doing before? I was playing the video game. Then I said, you know what? Let me come on here and break this down to the people. Because we've been lied to by religion. We've been lied to by even spiritual people who say, no, money ain't important. Money don't matter. They crazy as hell. They crazy as hell. Okay, they crazy as hell. Okay, people in religion say money's root of all evil. Crazy as hell. Okay, yeah, crazy. Yeah. No. That's not the truth of the matter. The truth is that money can only buy everything physical. Money cannot buy anything intangible. Money cannot buy more love. It cannot buy more confidence. It can buy no more peace. It cannot buy no more peace. It can't buy nothing intangible, but it can buy everything tangible. And you need it. Why? Because write this down. The more money you have, the more spiritual you can become. What? The more money you have, the more spiritual you can become. Why, Duran? Well, because the more money you have and you're not worried about rent or bills or any of this low vibrational stuff, well, now you can focus on your high vibrational chakras. We're not focusing on your root chakra no more. Well, now you can focus on your higher chakras now. Just like that. So do me a favor. Stop listening to anybody who says anything negative about money. Because they don't know. Because if they knew what I know, they would never talk bad about her. And I want you to make a vow that you will never check yourself before you wreck yourself. That you will never talk bad about money ever again in your life. And you won't hang around people who badmouth her too. She don't like that. She's sensitive. A woman is sensitive, yo. Is that a bad thing? It's a real thing. So because she's sensitive, what you gotta do? You gotta talk to her gently. You gotta talk to her kind. You gotta talk to her lovingly. You gotta thank her. You gotta praise her. You gotta give her gratitude. Yes. You gotta change your relationship with money. You gotta court money. You gotta romance her. If you are in a money deficit, it's because you lack the relationship skills needed to allow money to blossom in her highest existence in your life. And we've all been trained to think this way by the powers that be, okay? Why? Because if they keep you in your root chakra, you're in fear. Then you will be inspired to do low vibrational things for money instead of high vibrational things for money. I'm gonna take a pause right there. Put a 7 in the chat. Put a 7 in the chat if this opens your mind to something. Put a 7 in the chat if this opens your mind to something. Put a 7 in the chat if this opens your mind to something. Drop them 7s. Go ahead. Drop them 7s in the chat if this opens your mind to something. We're gonna talk about it. God damn it. I'm tired of the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. I'm tired of seeing all these incredible, spiritual, luminous beings like yourself struggle because the Matrix told you to struggle. We're not doing that no more. We ain't doing that no more. So we're going to break it down. Now, we got to understand something about money. Like I said, money is spiritual. Somebody asked me the question earlier. She's still in the room. Somebody asked me the question earlier. She's not in the room, but I can still share it. She asks, what did she say? Do you believe more money can be manifested? Absolutely, money can be manifested. Now, you gotta understand something. Money is a woman. If you just join us, welcome in. Money is a woman. You gotta understand something about women. Women are super sensitive to criticism, and they respond positively to praise. So you gotta be praising money. You gotta be thanking money. You have to start. Here's one tip I'm gonna give you. Start saying thank you, divine money. All day. I say it all day. Start saying thank you, divine money. It don't matter if you got 2 cents in your account, $1 in your account, no matter what it is. Start saying thank you, divine money. Start thanking her for the existence that's already in your life. Then you be like, but Duran, I only got $30. Or but Duran, I only got this amount in my account. So thank money for where she already is at in your life. How can you expect more money to flow into your life when your ass not even thankful for the $10 or $20 or $30 or $50 that's in your account? How do you think money feels? It's like this. Once again, money is a woman. We gotta think relationships. If your woman or whoever you dating, right? If they come in the house, right, and they give you like, I don't know, they give you like one cookie. They buy a nice vegan cookie from the restaurant. I'm vegan now. They bring you a nice vegan cookie from the restaurant, and you don't say thank you. You just say that's one cookie. That's it. How do you think they gonna feel? They gonna feel like this ungrateful mofo, blah, 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 right? They gonna feel disrespected, right? They gonna feel like, dang, they're not grateful for this one cookie, so why should I go back to the store and give them 7 cookies? Money's the same way because money's a woman. Think about that. For real. I know it's funny, but for real though. Think about it. You in a relationship. Money, you gotta romance her, yo. You gotta romance money. I'm gonna bring the idea back up. Yo, woman, whoever comes into the house, they get you a vegan cookie from the store. Yo, ungrateful ass says to them, one cookie? Damn. How think they gonna feel? They gonna feel hurt. They gonna feel, dang, that's how you feel? Like that? Versus, you give them, they come in with one vegan cookie, and then you're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, let me give you a hug. How think they gonna feel now? Well, they're gonna be inspired to turn that ass around and go back and get some more cookies from the store to go give to you because you're that grateful. Money is the same way. See, we've been trained to view everything physical, and that's where we got it messed up. That's why in the beginning of the call, I said, do you see yourself as a spiritual being? Well, if you see yourself as a spiritual being, then you see money as a spiritual being. A spiritual entity is what you should see money. Ask yourself the question, in the last 72 hours, how many times have you thanked money? Thanked her? How many times? Count on your fingers. If the number is 0, don't expect more money the next 72 hours. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Put a 1 if you see what I'm saying. Put a 1 if you see what I'm saying. Put a 1 if you see what I'm saying. Put a 1 if you see what I'm saying. If you haven't thanked money in the last 72 hours, if you haven't taken out 3 seconds out your time to thank her, money, thank you, divine money. Thank you. Thank you. In the last 72 hours, if you didn't thank her, then don't expect money in the next 72 hours. Right? So then what should we do right now? Thank her. Thank you, divine money. Thank you, divine money. You see how I'm saying thank you, divine money? What that mean? We're saying thank you to the highest vibration of money. Because money is quantum energy. Money is feminine energy. Money is spiritual energy. Spiritual energy is the only energy that exists in the cosmos. That's all it is. That's all that's there. Money is a materialization of the divine. I used to grow up in the church where the pastors and the prophets, they would be like, yeah, you know, we don't need money and da-da-da-da-da and all this other stuff. And that's crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy. If you watching this right now, your job should be that you want to make as much money as humanly possible. Somebody asked me, Duran, why do you want to make so much money? I tell you why. So I can be more spiritual. Duran, are you mean to tell me that the more money you make, the more spiritual you can become? Yes. Are you mean to tell me that money and spirituality are actually connected, and actually the matrix and spirituality and religion and all these other forces that be actually has hoodwinked and bamboozled us to view these things as separate? Yes. Are you telling me that the more money that I make, then I don't got to worry about bills? And because I don't got to worry about bills, well, now I can worry about the higher qualities of life? Yes. Think about it. So many people, think about this. Put a 3 if I'm making sense. Put a 3 if I'm making sense. So many people have been trained to just only make ends meet that they don't make beginnings connect. Pressure. So many people have been trained to make ends meet. They don't make beginnings connect. What does beginnings connect mean, Duran? I was talking to a client one time, and she said, I'm just trying to make ends meet. I said, stop saying that right now. I said, I never, ever in my life want to ever hear you say that bullshit ever again. That's what I told her. She said, why? I said, because you're not trying to make ends meet. Because think about it. If you're trying to make ends meet, you're going to work until you have enough to make ends, to make bills. Making ends meet is a saying that's saying you're only bill focused, only focus on the outgoing debt. No, you're trying to make beginnings connect. You're trying to have so much money, your first week, you pay all your bills. And you got more money even after that. To focus on your spiritual self, to focus on other aspects of your life. That's what I'm saying. Here's another thing about money, and I'll say this, then we can wrap up. Here's another thing about money. Most people are afraid to invest their money in themselves because you've been trained to live in fear of money. And because you've been trained to live in fear of money, that means when you get the money, you hold on to it for dear life. But remember, money is a woman, and love is letting go. So if you constrict somebody's growth, they don't want to be around you. It becomes toxic. But if you give them freedom to grow, they want to amplify and multiply in your life. See, the reason why so many people are stuck, and the reason why I was stuck for so long, because I was listening to what my family said, what the hood of Chicago told me about money, all this other crazy stuff, is that we don't let our money go to invest because we don't believe it's going to come back. But here's a new belief. Invest your money in yourself and in your self-growth and your self-spirituality and your self-knowledge, and the divine money will be multiplied. She will come back with friends. Because she's a person. And she got friends just like you got friends. But if you never have faith to invest in yourself, to let it go, how can it ever come back to you multiplied? How can your bank account ever grow if your self-worth is currently attached to the current number that's in your bank account? It can't grow. If you want your bank account to grow, write this down. You must let go of your current self-image with your bank account. You must let it go and connect it. So you must let it go from your physical bank account and connect it to your spiritual bank account. Okay? If you want your bank account to grow, write this down, yo. Like, I'm giving y'all the game. If you want your bank account to grow, you got to stop seeing your self-worth attached to the dollar amount that's in your account. Because the dollar amount that's in your account is only because of the past thoughts, habits, beliefs, and actions from the last 30 days. That's it. When you realize that, you just stop stressing. You're like, okay, well, because I'm in this low state of energy, well, that means I need to elevate myself to a higher state of energy to call in more money into my life. So I want you to think about what in my life and where in my life can I actually grow myself. I want everybody in this call right now to ask yourself the question like, yo, what would my life look like if I don't ever have to worry about money? And I can manifest high vibrational money. Ask yourself the question, what would my life look like if I don't got to work a job that I hate, or that I'm always complaining about, or that I'm always talking shit about, because I have money coming to me in highly aligned divine ways? How would your life change? How would it open up for you? Do you accept that's possible in your life? Do you accept that? Do you accept that you can make more money having fun and being in a high vibration than you could ever make in low vibration? Because you can. People say it's not spiritual to think about money. They on bullshit because they don't know what they're talking about. They don't. Why? Because if you don't have money now, you're stressed. Now you stress. Now you're in your root chakra. Now you're in your root chakra. Now you can't even think about your sacral chakra. You can't even think about pleasure. You can't even think about your expression of self. You can't even think about love. You can't even think about truth. You can't even think about seeing and connect to the higher sense of consciousness. You can't even think about what the heck is beyond this plane because you're so focused on this plane. That's why truly spiritual people have money. Because they realize it's a materialization of the divine. So I have a question for you. My question for you is, are you ready to manifest more money with less work and less effort in your life? Yes or no? Type it down below. Type it down below. Are you ready to manifest more money with less effort and less hard work in your life? Type it down below. Yes or no? Are you ready to manifest more money in a shorter amount of time with less hard work and less effort? Now, part of your brain may be like, bullshit, that ain't real. Now, remember, that's the part of your brain that's keeping you stuck. So I would think twice before I listen to that part of your brain. The question is, are you ready to make more money in less time with less effort, high vibrationally? Because if you are, then you got to learn how to do it. If you are, then you got to release the old ideas that you've been thinking about money and think about money in a completely different way. If you are, then that's basically your ticket to the life you want. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. The people who progress in their life invest in themselves. Listen to me. Listen to me. Because everyone wants something for free, which is crazy. That's actually crazy. Why is it crazy? Because nothing in life is really free. Hell, you own this car right now. It ain't even free. Do you know why? Because you're paying me your what? Attention. And that costs. You're paying me right now your time. And that costs. Everybody wants something for free. And that's the reason why no one's getting ahead. You ever notice that? There's two kinds of people in the world. There's people in the world that just want everything free and handed to them on a silver platter, which isn't how the world works. There's people who are willing to invest in themselves to move themselves forward. You gotta ask yourself, who am I? Are you look, let me tell you right now. If you gonna be cheap, don't be cheap with your damn self. Like, damn. Think about it. If you're gonna be cheap, don't be cheap with yourself. That's the worst thing or person to be cheap with. I'm gonna tell you something too. I coach a lot of people who, some people grew up in the hood, some people, never had a coach before in their life, or some people, they never invested money in themselves because they think everything on the internet is a scam because of root chakra shit. And I told them, I said, look, if you're gonna be cheap, don't be cheap with yourself. Because when you be cheap with yourself, you cheat yourself. And if you want to invest, if you want to progress, you got to invest in yourself. I'm going to tell you something right now. Now, it don't matter who, you can work with me, you can work with another coach. I don't care. I'm just kicking it to you real though. If you don't invest money in your own mind, in your own heart, you will never progress in life. That's the truth of the matter. That's the truth. I'm not saying you gotta work with me. Shit, I'm only designed for a select few people. I ain't tripping about that. The people who I'm designed for, they naturally come to me. We're naturally aligned. That's cool. But I'm saying in general, if you're in a state in life where you're not making the money you want, you're not in a health you want, you're not in a mind state you want, you're not in a relationship you want, what the are you doing? Where's your money going? Is it going on BS? Do an audit. The last 30 days, have you spent money to progress yourself forward in 2024 or to put yourself back? Have you been buying healthy food or unhealthy food? Have you been paying for Netflix or whatever streaming service that is only streaming low vibrational energies to you? Or are you using your money to propel yourself and your family forward? See, that's the problem that I had to condition myself out of, and I'm gonna tell you a story about this. The problem is that we've been thinking that we got to just keep playing small and keep taking life so damn slow. Why? When you are a quantum-based energy, Why? When you are not even a physical being. You have a physical body, but you're actually a spiritual being. So why are you taking life so slow? If you're not where you want to be at financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, relationshiply, then you need to get a coach. Like I said, whether it's me, I don't really care. Whether it's somebody else, whoever, you need to get a coach. You need to invest in a trainer. You need to invest to progress. The people, look, it's so wild. There's people on Instagram that's killing shit. They flying like the place they want to fly. They doing what they want to do there. And then there's people on Instagram looking at those people being like, damn, how come they doing this? Because they're investing in themselves. And then I can already hear your other thought. Well, but I don't got the money. Then go get the money to invest in yourself. Like I said, I'm just keeping it a buck. You can work with me. You can work with another coach. Find some coach that you resonate with, and invest in yourself, so you can have somebody in your corner that won't bullshit you, like your family and friends are doing. That's gonna hold you accountable to your thought process. That's creating, and your emotional process that's creating your life. You can't want the life that you want, the travel, the freedom, the love, but not change your mind and your emotional process to attract it. That's crazy. That ain't gonna work. Ask yourself right now, why am I here? Why am I in this reality? Did I come down to this earth plane to just make ends meet? Or did I come down to make beginnings connect? Am I just down here just because? I'm just going to struggle my whole life and complain about it every step of the way until I'm 40 and dead? I'm going to tell you a story. And this is how we're going to end tonight. Stars and Stacks, I appreciate you for sticking with me. Scott Free, I appreciate you for sticking with me. Peter, I appreciate you for sticking with me. Kwame, I appreciate you for sticking with me. Diane, I appreciate you for sticking with me. I'm going to tell you this story. This was the time I invested the most money in my life ever, back in 2017. What was 2017? What was that? Excuse me. What was that? 2017? I think it was. Okay. I'm going to tell you the story, and I hope this story inspires you. And now, also, before I tell you the story, if you want to learn more about my program on how I help people manifest divine money in their life, whether they got a job, business, whatever, then DM me divine money. DM me the word divine money, and I will then we can talk about it. I have people manifesting money in their life, and it's beautiful. I have people with jobs manifesting money, people with business manifesting money. It is so beautiful to see, because I've been able to reach a point in my life where, I'm able to not worry about money or think about money like that on a root chakra way. And now the only thing I want is more people to actually experience life without worrying about money. It's orgasmic. It's pleasure. It's satisfaction. It's bliss. It's euphoria. And that's where you should be at in life. Okay, so story time. So it was back in 2017 when I decided that I was going to build my own business. This is when I started this business back in 2017. Now, what happened was I was a broke college student. I had, listen to me, I had negative $382, I think, or $72 in my account. When I had that money in my account, I saw this ad online about how to take what you know and get paid for it. So what I did was I decided that I wanted to get paid for it. Now, I had to pay for the course. The course was $1,000. Mind you, I was a broke college student. I never even touched $1,000. I never even seen $1,000 before. But something inside of me made me say, okay, Deron, you gotta figure it out. And I asked my parents for that amount of money. They was like, no, are you crazy? That's a scam. I asked my sister, I asked my brother, I asked my girlfriend at the time, I asked my friends at the time, they all said no. And that's where it got weird, because I was like, everyone is saying the same thing. Now, for me, you guys said something about me. Like, I like to go against the norm. I was always the weird child, the oddball. That was me. And now I see why, because now I lead people to be their own authentic self. So that kind of makes sense. But anyway, when I got to a whole new dimension of life, I had to decide that I had to stop listening to what my mom and my dad and my sisters and my brother and my family and my friends and my community said, and start to think from what my higher self said. My higher self said, Duran, figure it out. So for 3 days, I had negative $300 in my account now. So for 3 days, I was thinking, how am I going to manifest $1,000? And what I did was I unconsciously accepted that I could. Write this down. If you want to manifest money, you got to first consciously accept that you can do it. So that's what I did. I didn't know I was doing it at the time, but that's what I did. So then once I consciously accepted that I wanted that amount of money, I'm telling you, I shit you not, like I was going through all this backlash with my family, my friends, and then 3 days later, like I got the idea. This idea came to me. I didn't know if that deal was gonna work or not, but I did the idea. I made the money, and I opened up a new bank account, paid $1,000 for it. I had $3 left because I think the course was like $9.97 or whatever. And then that was when I got in the course, and I literally started to apply myself every single day. I applied myself every single day in that course. Every single day I did. Every single day. And that course, I made enough money to buy another course that taught me higher stuff. And I just kept recycling that money to whereas now I'm here. So I'm telling you right now, if you want to progress your life, you must invest in yourself. I want you to think about the time when you make the most money. It could be in a year, it could be in a day, it could be in a business, it could be from a lottery, it could be from whatever. Just think about the time where you made or where you had the most money you ever had in your bank account at one time. Think about that. Think about that day. Think about it. Just go back there. What was that number? You can share it in the chat if you want to, or you can just write it down on your piece of paper. It don't matter. But just think about it. What was that number? Now, I want you to take that number, and I want you to times it times 10. What's that number now? Feel into that number. So if it was 20, if the most you ever had was like 50, like, 10,000 times 10, that's 100,000. Feel into that number. Now ask yourself the question, do I want to make the most amount of money I've ever manifested in my life ever? Quickly. If you do, let's talk. I'll show you the spiritual. Now, I'm not talking about some business opportunity, some network marketing shit, no. I'm talking about the straight up esoteric facts of how I manifest divine money into my life every single week. From the comfort of my own home. And no, this ain't a business thing. You can do this with a business. You can do this with a job. You can do this with anything. It doesn't matter what you have. If you have a job, if you don't have a job, if you have a business, don't have a business. It doesn't matter. Once you know how to manifest money in the spiritual realm and bring it into the physical realm, it will appear. Once you understand the actual physics of money, the spiritual physics of money, you will see what I'm talking about. So, I hope this message helped you tonight. I hope you started thinking about money differently. I hope you got a new understanding about yourself and the power that you actually have on this realm. I hope you learn more about divine money. And I hope tonight, before you go to sleep, that you just take 5 minutes, just 5 minutes out of your day to say, thank you, divine money. All right, if you want to know more about my money program, just let me know. I can help you with that. Have a beautiful rest of your day. See y'all soon. Peace out.